Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Bailey Makes Fun of Kids shows to escape the looming feeling of getting old. I'm Bailey. Please watch this video to the end. I need the watch time. And this is Tweenies. And this episode is about getting old. Wait, maybe we should do a different episode. Our story begins, like all good stories, with a clock, a sign of the passing. And honestly, what an eyesore full of CGI and electric trumpets. Honestly, it gives me a headache.
News time!
So, news time is just a meeting organized by this. Her name is Belle, and she makes me uncomfortable.
Have a meat.
Oh, right, goody. Judas likes meat, don't you, Dada?
Oh, yes, indeedy. On my bone.
I don't know why that dog said that or was looking at me when he said that, but I'm gonna cut him off right there. Belle comes to the conclusion that their caretaker Max is old and that it's the job of her and her fellow tweenies. Are they called tweenies? Is that like their species? To keep him young.
Mother always said I should be on the stage. Yes, sweeping it.
Stage? You're outside on a playground, unless if you're, like, referring to the sound stage you're on? Also, who was this joke directed at? Was it directed at me? Stop talking to me! Max is outside sweeping when Milio, hi, yeah, this is Milio, pops up to sweep for him.
Hey, Max. Hey? Broom, broom. Broom, broom. Hey!
While we are here, can we talk about this background? This 90s-esque, rural UK-looking background? It's in stark contrast to this baby sensory-looking playground.
Bit of a breather. Oh, dearie me. Oh, whatever was that? Oh, sorry, Max. I've busted your broom.
Actually, how? You were sweeping the leaves!
Oh, Milo. You'll be the death of me.
Oh God, what's going on? Did it stop? Okay, it stopped. Whew. That was odd. Anyways, Belle and,
Mum loves cheese and pickle, Fizz.
Right, Fizz. I knew that. Of course. Deciding the best way to keep Max young is to make him a sandwich. Hi, I'm okay, I'm gonna make that sandwich from the episode real quick. Pieces of cheese and they I think strawberry jam on it. Yes, pickles won't open. The pickles won't open. Put on some pickles. Yes. That's good. What was last? Fish paste. I don't have fish paste. Fish is going water. Put it on. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. This kid Jake and his dog see Max cleaning up a mess and decide to do it for him, while Max gets called away by Fizz and Bella. Hey, let's talk about this dog.
Have a meat.
Oh, right, goody. Judas likes meat, don't you, Dada?
Oh, yes, indeedy. On my bone.
No, not about that. Clearly that's a man walking on all fours, right? Like, they wouldn't stuff a dog in that suit, right? Oh, good, it's not a dog. Anyway, Max goes off to try the sandwich, and...
Oh, Fizz, Bella. Oh, God, you trying to finish me off?
Not again! When he gets back to Jake and the dog, he finds the mess has been boxed up and will be shipping out tomorrow.
Oh, I don't think I can take all this.
Something's going down. Milio, can we call another meeting?
Tweeny clock. Where will it stop?
This system is so impractical. It's randomized. How are you ever supposed to land on what's actually... Oh, never mind. It's news time again. Tweenies, we have a serious crisis on our hand. Every time Max almost dies, the whole world almost dies with him. To prevent the oncoming apocalypse, we must keep Max safe at all times, until science finds a cure for death. Any suggestions on how we keep him safe?
Oh, I've got it! What? Instead of helping Max to work, let's help him to play!
We're all doomed. The tweenies decide to listen to Milia,
Ah, Sweeperoonie!
and their clock basically says,
For more information on the subject, turn to BBC 3.
they all crowd around their TV, which also has a mouse and keyboard for some reason, to watch old people in their natural habitat. Hey look, line dancing. I thought that was something only my high school gym did. Guess old people do it too. Hey, where are we anyway? I thought it was the UK, but then there's a few American flags. Why is there a Canadian flag? Oh no. Why is that in my CBeebies show? I don't feel safe here anymore. The next activity they watch is bowling. No, not that bowling. The bowling where you and your friend all get together in a big empty office room and try to get close to the yellow ball. Here are the highlights.
She's polishing her ball.
Yeah.
Do that then. Well, that's gonna go out of the ring.
Now he's measuring them. Oh.
Smiling. Yes, that's one.
The tweenies decide to put their plan into motion, starting with Bella and Fizz, who proceed to beat Max up.
Kick to the side.
Ow! The ankle,
No.
Bella!
Oh, sorry, Max.
Oh, dear.
Don't worry.
Wait, that's not what they did on TV.
Oh, dear me legs!
Oh, sorry, Max. I didn't mean to kick you.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't stay at your dance, girls. I might not survive the experience.
The apocalypse! It's getting closer! Oh, well, that was a disaster. Maybe Jake and Milio can fix this. Their activity is bowling, which Max apparently really enjoys.
Hooray!
Oh, good shot, Max.
Yeah.
Why are they cheering? That shot sucked! So the other two go, and in the process of their celebration, they bash Max in the stomach.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Max. I didn't mean to hurt you. Oh, it's okay, Milo. I'm only winded.
Yeah. Shall we have another game, then?
No, I don't think so, Jake. Here. Your bowls game is even more dangerous than the dancing.
Oh no, the screen is red! This is bad! We need to call another meeting!
Tweenie clock. Where will it stop? Another news time.
Couldn't you guys just have hit the news time button? Do you have to hit shuffle every single time? They get together and decide they aren't capable of saving the world, so they decide to kill Max and end their suffering quickly. They trace him around the playground for a bit before catching him and killing him, ending his life as we know it. Hey, it's Bailey. Normally I say these things about people dying in a kid's show to just skip past the parts I don't find entertaining or I think are too boring for the video. But this time it was just to continue a running gag. In fact, what happens after they chase Max is interesting, because it's a song.
Oh, you're only as old as you feel. Yes, you're only as old as you feel.
The moral of this episode is Max telling kids that they're only as old as they feel. Which you can make a lot of unsavory jokes about, but the real question is, what are the kids supposed to take away from this? Because they're not old right now, so this just doesn't apply to them. Are they supposed to think like, oh, my grandparents are old, but they're capable of so much stuff, so I don't need to help them? That moral probably doesn't apply to everyone, tweenies. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. Back to the video.
It seems like killing Max didn't end the world cleanly. Now we have to live in this apocalyptic hell.
Actually, seriously though, this seems like a good setting for a Halloween special. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this joke for next video. We'll see. See you guys next week.